Shalom, beloved. Shalom. Shalom, brethren. Shalom. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Again, my apology for the tardiness. I got caught up in traffic. Again, give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. It happens, man. Happens. Yes, beloved. And another one. At this point, they may have to call DJ Khaled and come make a song about those weather balloon they are shooting down, so to speak. At one point, they must because they recently shot one down, and they want the people to believe that it's either Chinese or some kind of they haven't throw the Russian in the mix, but if it is anything, oh, no, it's not. If it's anything related to alien or any type of being, that means they can bested this civilization that come from outer space or under the earth. So a lot's going on, beloved. Yeah, it's hilarious. At this point right now, I'm just sitting down like, how you people are just doing this thing and you just sit there. Of course, beloved, it is please. Let me see if the sister already. I think I saw a pic. I saw a testimony from the beloved sister Jimati. All right, the sister have a new grandson that arrived yesterday. It was beautiful. It really made my day, and the master saw it, and we were quite pleased with the newborn. We love the boy. We love the spirit that he came in. Yeah, I love the boy dearly. Just like the other, it seems there's a lot of boys being born into the mix. Yeah, we have a Levanahite boy, a Shabbatite, a Zedekite, and we recently have a Shemeshite girl. It's really nice. Oh yes, that popcorn over there at Michigan and that college, three people or more, two are injured. It's quite a lot, beloved. It's quite a lot. I'm not going to go ahead and talk about this much because it becomes the norm now. It become the norm now. Some dude walk up in there, most likely was having beef with some people, and it blast them off. It blasted them off. Till now, they don't tell exactly what happened. They never told you why those folks are doing those things because they don't know. We know. We do understand now. There's no pity out there, brethren. This thing is unrelentless. I believe it's 35,000 or 37,000 still in Turkey. Yay. It's just so much, beloved. You can't keep up with it. I can't. I don't know about you. I can't. I just can't keep up with that, okay? Yeah, over 36, 37,000. We know that's a joke. When you do the math, you're like, that's a joke. That's a joke. And 7 days or even 10 days, there's no way you would be able to count 37, 30, 30. Well, over 37,000 deaths because they are, most of them are buried. Let me go ahead and share a video. Somebody after the prayer remind me to share a video concerning Turkey and a video concerning the sun that the nation had shared with me, and you will know what's going on over there. You'll know why the judgment went over there in Turkey and it did this damage. But before that, let us pray, as today is Tuesday, Madim, the day of courage, the day of strength, the day of fight, the day of war. Let us begin, beloved. Heavenly Father, you that created the earth, the heaven, and everything in them, we give you glory. We exalt your name above all. We say thank you. Thank you for everything you've been doing. Thank you for creating us in your image and give us likewise quality. Although we may not be too familiar with our abilities to use them like you do, however, little by little, the bird make its nest. We are getting there slowly but surely. We have studied the potential of becoming a true God. We have studied the potential of becoming our true selves. As the celestial events, the celestial bodies are moving into their correct position, they are unleashing certain radiation, waves, energies, and so on. It is becoming very apparent that we are not in the same age anymore. We do not have the same vibration going around. There is a specific vibration of judgment, of heavy recompense. It is time for the nation to sit and do a self criticism towards the Holy One. Yea, we have done that multiple times. The things that we have done to the Holy One, we sit down, we analyze them, we make great calculation, and we have made amendment and we repented from these things. However, each and every day we are hearing or seeing in the news that there are certain things they are shooting down. Apparently, all of them are weather balloon or some type of spy object that can travel from Antarctica to Montana in a matter of a few seconds. However, they have the quote unquote the technology to shoot these things down. I do not know why you people are still on Earth, why you are not colonizing Mars. We know for a fact that Saturn or Shabbatai is a planet just like Earth. It is well alive. The atmosphere is breathable. The temperature is livable. They have people living over there. It had a specific animal. All the planets have lives in them. We know that quite well. Recently, NASA came in and said Saturn has 4 seasons. Those are the same people that said if you can take Saturn, you put it in a bathtub, you put it in a bath of water, it will float because it's a giant gas planet. As we stated before, the other folks, they are way ahead of us. They have cloaking technology that are far beyond anything you can possibly imagine. The ships are not coming to Earth, they are already on Earth. They look like giant mountains. Those are cloaking device. You have no ability to black the entire skies around the world. You barely can stop some weather balloon getting here. When the chariots get all over the world, you will not be able to do so. And they are already here. It's not they've been here, they never left. It's called dimensional shifting. They just shift their bodies to another dimension. You can see them, they can see you. The mighty one that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them, he put certain things in our bodies. He put certain codes in our DNAs that cannot be broken. Those specific codes cannot be messed, tempered, or altered with. That is why I mock whoever come up against our loins and say the enemy have the ability to change our DNA. No, they have the ability to change certain DNA that live in the midst of us to match ours, to be like us, to imitate us. They have zero capability to produce anything like us. If they did, they would have already done that. Beloved, our mission here is not to bring fear in the midst of the nation because fear is a spirit, fear is a demon. Our mission is to bring you peace. Your punishment has been accomplished, O daughter of Zion. O you daughter of Babylon, yours just begun. We had given you a righteous system, the Babylonian system. We are giving you laws, government, a way to rules. You bastardize it, you perverted it, and now this is your time to be judged. Of course, you will imitate, you will swagger jack and act like you are one of us, but you cannot. Like I said before, like we said before, you may be able to fool us, the nation. You may be able to fool the people, but you cannot fool the mighty one. He know who is who. We thank the Holy One for this beautiful baby boy. His name is Damabaya, number 61. Thank you, the Mighty One, for bringing this boy in the midst. Thank you for all the newborns that are born in the nation. Those are the children that will truly enjoy the blessing. By that time, I will be gray old beard. Or if I got the magical ability, I will stay the same age. But by the time this thing really get in there, I will be a retiree. But yes, thank you for the Heavenly Father for blessing the nation with this beautiful, healthy baby boy, brother Damabaya. Thank you for the nation that pray for our beloved sister, the sister Black Cougar, 1959. Her son called her back. He is on the right track. Keep on praying for the sister and her son, and also pray for our beloved sister Agnes Martinez. She recently had, I believe, a breast surgery. She had a breast cancer, if I'm not mistaken, and she's going for another round, I believe, this March. Keep the beloved sister in your prayer. And we have, mm, okay. Well, yes, Sister Rhoda, keep the beloved Sister Rhoda in your prayer. And keep the beloved Sister Atrine Campbell, Sister Kayla, and Sister Sila and Sister Inez in your prayers, and keep all of them beloved. By the great and peaceful and calm, humble power, the mighty one vested in me, and he can take it anytime he feel like. I leave you in peace. Go in peace, beloved. Stay at peace. Fear none. Oh, all right then. It's already one. Fear none. Be not dismayed. Be not afraid. Be not moved. The Most High is in the midst. Thank you. Now, we will play a video at the end. Well, yeah, at the end, we will play a video for the nation, and we will ask you if you can hear the video. Okay, give us a one, because it will be played through WhatsApp. However, you know how WhatsApp work. Let me see if you guys can hear it. Give me a one.
Television news program says that Turkey is clearly a terrorist state with a broad reach. It reports that Turkey is supplying weapons to the terrorist group Boko Haram in Nigeria. 10 TV host Nashat Al-Delhi reported on a leak confirming an intercepted phone call from a few years back confirming the action. He reported in part, today's leak confirms without a doubt that Erdogan, his state, his government, and his party are transferring weapons from Turkey to, this is a shock, to where you may ask, to Nigeria. And to whom? To the Boko Haram organization. Well, Raymond Ibrahim, a journalism fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center and an expert on the Middle East and Islam, joins us now with more on this. Welcome, Raymond.
Hello, Heather.
Are you surprised by this report? What's your take on it?
No, I'm not surprised. And my take on it is that the actual tape that was made that you referenced and you quoted was made apparently in 2014 or 15. And it was reported widely in certain areas in the US and in the West, not so much, and not much came out of it. And the reason I think is because Erdogan wasn't didn't have his fingers so much in Islamist politics outside of his own nation. But now that we've seen, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the ISIS Islamic State caliph who was killed recently, and he was found just 3 miles from the Turkish border, which is in fact one of the last, or if not the last bastion of jihadi so-called freedom fighters of attacking the Syrian government. It's brought it up again, the fact that everyone is saying, well, look, he's supporting ISIS. So now we're remembering, and that was, I think, the point of the Egyptian show, where we're bringing back to see that there's some continuity here. It's not just right next door to Syria, to Turkey, meaning Syria. He's involved with some of the absolute worst Islamic terror groups. Remember, Boko Haram, which its name loosely means Western education is forbidden, haram, was basically doing what ISIS is notorious for years before ISIS. So the whole, head chopping, crucifying, massacres, enslaving women and children, burning people alive. Boko Haram was doing that. And one of the things that international observers have been noticing, especially increasingly, is that their armaments, their weapons, are very sophisticated.
Okay. All right. So now you see why this judgment had come over there and onto Turkey. Okay. So those people were over there. They were doing all those nonsense, killing our brethren, and do all those stuff over there in Nigeria and other countries. So, and this thing happened, and there's a lot of Haitians over there that recently got over there, and they were mistreated, a lot of them. Okay. And they were beating them, killing them. They refused to send them back home. They were enslaving those people over there. That is the truth. And whenever something like that happened in Turkey, so to speak, they do not put it on the TV and say, why would those people do this? They literally show, oh, the earthquake hit, your prayers are needed. But they must have done something to deserve something like that. Now you know a little of why this thing is going on over there. Next video. Oh, my brother shared this video with me. Oh boy. Ah man. I think I lost the video. I lost it. Boy. It was a good video, man. It was about Dr. Delbert. Let me see if I can.
5 million years, the sons of God have degenerated on this planet. Their souls have come and gone in bodies, never opening up to what and who they really were. The planet now wants to awaken. It is almost awakened, and the more you begin to channel in successfully this new energy through your pineals, through your melanin, your energy fields will attract more and more of cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step-down transformer. Some people call it, if you're into physics, a transducer. It is now a capacitor. It is a step-up transformer. Whereas at one time it filtered out great light and energy that came from deep space to our planet so that we could live under a sun. And you remember the saying, there's nothing new under a sun. And there isn't. In 59, it completely reversed its polarity, and now it is sending forth energy, augmented by the kind of what they call cosmic and gamma rays that are coming into it. This year, by this summer, you will begin to hear more and more about sunspot activities, solar prominences, perturbations, and how our sun is a deadly enemy about to annihilate us all because it is going to burn us up with X-rays and gamma rays. Not all of us.
Not all of us. Okay, not all of us.
Not all of us. Some of us. And who are the us's? Whoever are the chosen. How are you chosen? You choose yourself by following the disciplines you know you should have been doing, not tomorrow, but yesterday. By doing the readings and the research and taking the time to spend in meditation, the things you thought you should have done 5 years ago, you start them immediately tomorrow. By not being threatened or coerced, you do because of the goading mechanism within your own spiritual consciousness, that you know you should be doing, as though a policeman was there or mother was looking, and you do better than both of those authoritarian figures because you are arising.
Yeah, so that was back in the 90s, okay? I watched this video a long time ago, and the good doc just literally tell you that you're gonna have to raise your your frequency. You're going it says yes, the sun, the energy, the blast that is coming from the sun, it's gonna get a hell of a lot more worse. And as you can see, a lot of people are coming out there and they are putting reports how there's a huge part of the sun that broke off. How a lot of CMEs and a lot of harmful uh, gamma ray radiation and stuff. And he told you this thing gonna destroy a lot of people. It's gonna destroy a lot of us, but not all of us. Which us? The reason why you also yearn to learn information, the reason why you yearn to learn more information and meditate, that is because your DNA has been awakened. That is because you are wide awake. Better yet, your amnesia start to fade away. You start to remember who you are. Certain other folks, they cannot wake up. All right. Let me go ahead and play where he said this. So our people, we've been proving to you, we've been on the right track since day one.
Once you channel in that light, for every one of you, you're worth 1,000 of non-channelers because they're the dead. They will not awaken. You cannot wake for them. If you do not do that in mass, you will be subject. Once you channel in that light, for every one of you, you're worth 1,000 of non-channelers, because they're the dead. They will not awaken. You cannot wait for them.
They will not awaken, and you cannot awake them because it's not in them. They will stop you though for being awakened, and they are successfully doing this to a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters. Stop studying. While you're studying magic, while stay in this book. A lot of the people, they will not be awakened, and you cannot awake them. You have to. It's not something you can go ahead and shake somebody and they will wake up. Say, what's going on? Again, beloved, the term awaken is a coded term. It has to be in you, and it's not in them. The reason why you see a lot of people against learning, they are against going beyond the beyond. It is because it's not in them. There's nothing you can do for them. And if you wait on them, or you wait for the wife to wake up, you wait for your sister, your husband, you wait for your camp to wake up, you're still following in the midst of them, but you're waiting on them, you will be destroyed with them. There's a channel, the video, a brother sent it to me via let me get you the name. Brother, well, I say sister, a sister, Miss Philly, sent it to me by Instagram, and for some reason I lost the video. I had to go get it on YouTube, but okay. The name of the channel is Pan African Goddess on YouTube and also on Instagram. Let me see if I can share the link and the video so the people can go watch it. Please, beloved, if you are going to watch the video, do not go over there. Do not go over there and grieve whoever is the host, because they are just messenger just like us. I just post the link in there. All right. I just post the link in there. You can go watch the video. If you're watching this on replay, it's Dr. Delbert. I highly recommend it, Dr. Phil. Those guys are high initiate. They sent down there to teach us, but unfortunately, the stuff that they were teaching back in the 80s, 90s went above a lot of people's head. A lot of folks weren't ready. They took this thing, they made I won't use the word cult. They literally they use this thing to debate each other. This thing is not open to debate. And the information like that are not open to debate. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Talking about alien and stuff, gods and the Bible, they say they're only one. That's not what that is, sir. And I despise when somebody, you don't know anything. You only read one book, and you got a master like this talking, and you're talking against him. You don't even listen to what he's saying, because he says a few stuff you don't agree. Next thing you know, everything he said is bad. Now, concerning of course, the remnant, what Dr. Blair said, there's a group of people, a lot of them, they look like us. Yes, they are in the midst of us indeed, but they are not us. Do not await those people to be awakened, because they cannot awake. They cannot get out of that slumber. You already did. And what you need to keep doing right now is to keep on meditating. Okay, keep on following the discipline that you've been following, and keep it up. More will be added unto you. He said, it's not the thing that you going to do tomorrow. It's the thing that you were supposed to do yesterday. Do them today. You're going to have to do them today. Because a lot of people, literally, he said self-development, training, exercise. When they say exercise, they don't mean go to the gym and pumping iron, that is good too, but this is not the point. Exercise is meditation, thinking, thought training, and a lot of you are doing this. The mighty one is quite pleased. That is why I sent the message by the sister, and the sister to the other sister, to this, and then now you have it. Yes. Yes, spiritual fitness. Then again, beloved, the sun is very important. Get some sun. Sun bathe, brethren. Moon bathe. They are very important. Yes, there's a lot of negative things being saying about the moon, but don't listen to the chew the meat, spit out the bones. Not everybody out there know everything. I don't. I'm assuming you don't. Ah, it is always like, why? Yes, the thought training, it's you gotta do a lot. Once you are doing your meditation, of course, we cannot tell the others to meditate or do yoga, so to speak, which is stretching. They will come at you. If you tell them to do anything spiritual bath, they will come at you because it is not in them. Try not to do this, try not to force anybody. If someone come and ask unto you, amen, how to perform this, how to do that, how did you do this? Yes, you may go ahead and do some stuff. But however, I will tell you, do not share with the profane. You already awakened. More and more going to add unto you. That's why I let the sun, you need more natural light. And the best natural light is the sun. If you cannot, if you're in a place or in a situation, you cannot get the sun, create fire. You have to create it. And how do you do that? You create it through candle. You light up a candle, let the natural fire in there, and then look at it, meditate upon it. Again, beloved, do not wait on the others. They cannot wake up. A lot of them will act, they are awake. They'll be in the midst of you, they'll be in the midst of us and act. We are awake. But their mission is to put you back to sleep. Their mission is to find when we stumble upon something that is credible, and then they scream witchcraft. Everybody, let's turn back. And a lot of people indeed turn back. They do. And a lot of them trying to come up, they can't because the door is already closed. You can't spit, forgive me for the expression, you can't spit in the face of certain people, especially the one that created the earth and the heaven. And then after that, you realize you were wrong, and then you come, I was wrong. It doesn't work like that. It can't work like this. So, beloved, I will tell you to be merciless, unrelentless upon yourself. Is it relentless or unrelentless? But well, be relentless upon yourself. Have no mercy upon you. Meditate and study a lot. Exercise a lot. Again, mind exercise. Do this because you are on the right path. Why they say this, brethren? Because even way before, I believe he said in 59, I will assume he said in 1959. In 1959, the sun was not the same. That is why the 6 years that followed this in the 1960s, in the 60s changed everything. Then the 70s come, then the 80s come, then the 90s. We are the 2000s, then the 2010s, and the 20s. We are in the 2020s now. Everything are changing. You are asking more information, and more information are being given unto you. And above all, more comprehension and wisdom, understanding are giving unto you. Take it, brethren. You may not like certain things. Don't speak against it. There are plenty things the master said I disagree with because of my pride. but I take it with great resignation, with great humbleness, and learn the things that I need to learn. Beloved, for those of you that do understand where we're coming from because you study with us, you do know what we are saying. You know for a fact this video that we just played, this short few seconds, let me go ahead and play it again for the people. Oops. For the people to see what
they really were, only from time to time getting a little light into what they potentially were supposed to be. Once they were not able to call for them. The planet now wants to awaken. It is almost awakened, and the more you begin to channel in successfully this new energy through your pineals, through your melanin, your energy fields will attract more and more of cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step down transformer.
So what he said here, what he explained to you here, he said that the more you were destroyed for lack of knowledge. Now you are seeking knowledge, which is the light, the sun. Okay, the more that, and the little sun also. Okay, the sun is a very powerful being. Okay, this thing is well alive. It's a living being. It breathes just like you and do everything yourself. Now, because beloved, the sun, light, energy, wisdom, and knowledge are coming onto you, the more you can channel that, you have the ability to channel this quote unquote energy through your melanin, your pineal gland, which you don't need to force and focus on that. The moment you start doing it, it will naturally be done unto you. It's just like a mother, a young mother that don't know how to taking care of a child. She's paranoid. The moment she get pregnant, once she give birth to this child, things will come naturally onto her. Her bosom will be filled with milk. She will know when this baby will cry. She will know how to change him, how to care for him, and how to love this baby. Something that is come to you naturally. However, you have to hit a state of being in this presence, of being in that situation. For instance, this young mother had to get pregnant and give birth to those things to develop in her. Just like you right now, you are awakened, and then there are much more stuff that's gonna come onto you. You going automatically, you will know how to wield this power. The problem is, well, not a problem. Only you can do this. Others they can't, and they will stop you from doing this. It is always the lover that have no magic and telling you don't use your abracadabra. You know what? It is the guy that can't use magic, that can't magic literally mean manipulation of energy. That's all. A bunch of energy are coming to the sun. You manipulate that to your body. That's magic. He's the one that can't do it and telling you don't do it. And some of you, you go right back to sleep. And by the time you wake up, it's already too late. When you try to learn everything at once, your brain, it wasn't built for this. So that's why it says the more that you learn, the more that is going to be released unto you. You will process it more and efficiently.
Some people call it, if you're into physics, a transducer. It is now a capacitor. It is a step up transformer. Whereas at one time it filtered out great light and energy that came from deep space to our planet so that we could live under a sun. And you remember the saying, there's nothing new under a sun. And there isn't. In 59, it completely reversed its polarity, and now it is sending forth energy, augmented by the kind of what they call cosmic and gamma rays that are coming into it. This year, by this summer, you will begin to hear more and more about sunspot activity, solar prominences, perturbations, and how our sun is a deadly enemy about to annihilate us all because it is going to burn us up with X-rays and gamma rays. Not all of us. all of us. Some of us. And who are the us's? Whoever are the chosen. How are you chosen? You choose yourself by following the disciplines you know you should have been doing, not tomorrow, but yesterday. By doing the readings and the research and taking the time to spend in meditation, the things you thought you should have done 5 years ago, you start them immediately tomorrow. By not being threatened or coerced, you do because of the goading mechanism within your own spiritual consciousness, that you know you should be doing, as though a policeman was there or mother was looking, and you do better than both of those authoritarian figures because you are arising.
That's what it is. You are arising. You knew you should have been doing those things. You knew you should have been doing this. You knew you should have been doing that, and you never did it. Because you are in fear, because somebody telling you you're going to hell. Somebody always put that fear on you. You leaving my church, you're going straight to hell. You're going straight to hell. See, the message that the doctor had back in the 90s, it is making sense now. It is you're seeing more and more energy, more people, more things are happening. A lot of people that cannot vibrate it high, what happened to them? They went to that university last night and they blasted a bunch of people that can't vibrate. A lot of people that can process this energy. What did they do during the Chinese New Year over there in California? They went to this ballroom and blasted a bunch of people. The people that cannot process this through their proper body, they don't have this thing in them. What did they do over there in that mushroom, so to speak, farm? They blasted a bunch of people. A lot of the 2/3, yes, indeed, they look like us. Yes, indeed, they have melanin, but they can't wake up. They can channel. They can do these things. That is why you cannot wait for those people. I won't wait for anyone. But Big Leaf, we have to wait for the other brothers, man. We have to wait them until they party out and stuff. There is one thing, waiting on someone that don't want to come or waiting on somebody that is slow. There are people that are slow to learn. That is why we are writing this book. We leave it there. Once they will take the book, they will learn, and then they will get better, they will get faster. But there is some that will take this book and burn it. Because hell. All right? That's what that is.
Once you channel in that light, for every one of you, you're worth 1,000 of non-channelers, because they're the dead. They will not awaken. You cannot wait for them.
Yes. You can't.
If you do not do that in mass, you will be subject to the technical prowess of a people who are soulless that now have control of this planet.
And we are successfully doing that. We are awakening in mass. Oh boy, those are the grass guy. We have done that. So we passed that. That is why their little technology cannot do anything unto us, because we passed that. We passed this stage. We have awakened in mass. We have awakened in 8K. That's what it needs. That's what it needs. That's all. We have awakened in mass. If you were not awakened in mass, they would not swagger jack you. They would have not follow you. You know. All right. They would have not follow you. They would have not sneak and spy on you. They would have done. You would have, if you were like the 2/3, none of those things would have happened around the world. The earthquakes, the plague, the boom, the MS, the low birth control, the low birth producing, and all that stuff. All right, let me go ahead and close the window. Let me let the doc talk.
And if you're ready to go up against them, I bless you. If you're ready to go up against them alone, I feel sorry for you. For you will learn a lesson that will stay with you forever. You cannot match them in their technology. Forget it. what you knew subconsciously, and what you know even as you hear the tone and tenor of my voice is true, is that somewhere or another you could raise a spiritual quality that could match that in some kind of way. You just didn't know how to go about doing it. And you know that you had lost something and you wanted it returned. You have that privilege now. AIDS and every other man-made deceptive agent to stop you from progressing physically and cause your journey of life to end quickly will only be thwarted when you can raise your vibrational rates enough where none of those things can exist within that contact field.
You have to raise the vibration. We've been talking about this. For those of you that have your crystal, your quartz crystal, or whatever crystals and stones that you have, anything, put it in the sun. Put it in the sun. Sit there in the sun, sunbathe, brethren. You have to. Because you're receiving a lot of energy, they can't block. But Big Levi, you have to understand that Bill Gates is about to block the sun and all that stuff, Illuminati spraying chemicals, chemtrail. Get out of here. A mere chemtrail cannot stop the cosmic radiation. You blocking the sun cannot stop this, and you can't. You got till 1959 to do this thing. You can't. In 1959, it's already switched. You're gonna build a time machine. Is that what that is? You're gonna call the whole deck and get into the DeLorean and then drove 88 miles an hour and go change the past? Is that what that is? You can't. Talking about blocking the sun. Are you out of your freaking mind, man? You know how powerful the sun is? Blocking the sun? How? Even if you manage to do this, even you manage to even block the sun, you barely can keep an airplane in the sky for 24 hours. You barely. So you barely can shoot down a freaking balloon, yet you got a technology that you're going to put in space that would block the sun. So Earth is getting too much heat. The sun is not causing the heat wave. That's not what that is. If the sun has anything to do with that heat wave, we all already been gone. The heat wave that you're seeing is a specific radiation. You see, the sun that you see here, we have it. I have it in Florida. Yet the people in California are crying like this heat is too much. I'm like, I don't feel anything. It's a dome. This dome can move. It's just a invisible dome. You cannot see it. They just put it. It's like a cappuccino. You just put it right over California, and then you microwave it. Certain people that's not supposed to be there, you microwave them, and then in a few years, a few months, a few weeks, you know what you have? Excess death. There was a heat wave in Europe last summer. Is that what that is? Now what do you have? Excess death. Oh, well, it's the job and all that and stuff. Nah, it's a microwave. It's just you see how when you order something, this is gonna be, you're gonna come out with, please, I don't need your silly little email. This is just an example. You see when you order like some kind of thing in a fast food restaurant, like a coffee, and then they put a cream, and then they put a little cup inside of there, and they black it. That's what that is. You microwave it. Anybody of any of those folks that can channel, the moment they get into the summer, they get into this radiation, a year less later, they'll die. They'll die. That has nothing to do with Jabity Jah. It's the microwave that microwave them under the dome. Anybody, you see California, they recently had a heat wave. You will see excess death. That has nothing to do with yes, a hell of a lot of people. Jabba Jah is thinking Jabba. Remember, you signed a contract with Jabba the Hutt, man, and Jabba Jah. You will pay, but mainly the radiation is killing those people. Notice all the country that had a heat wave, all of a sudden, excess death because they cannot process this. And a lot of people that look like you cannot process it either because they refuse to awake. Well, they refuse to be awake. They refuse to come to the light. They refuse to process it. That is why we told our beloved, go out there in the sun, get yourself some sun. If you live in Florida, you golden. California, Texas, yay. Arizona, bazing. But if you live in North Dakota, take advantage of it, man. Take advantage. We got brethren in North Dakota, I live in there for a while. Take advantage of that sun, man. Anywhere, brethren. Do you know you don't really actually need to see the sun as long as it's day? The radiation, brethren, it doesn't really have to do with the sun. Whether the sun is there is not there, the radiation is still there. When the sun is set, the radiation is still there. Okay? Get some of that thing, beloved. All right, let me try to see if we can finish this video.
And then those that met it and made it will mete out its suffering and suffer the same thing that they started. The planet cannot help you till you vibrate high enough to take the light.
The planet cannot help you until you vibrate high enough. If you're not vibrating in the same frequency as her, she'll leave you behind. You will be destroyed. Remember, in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, they say the earth will fight for us. What do you think happened in Turkey? You think it's a joke? The earth is fighting for us. That's why the so-called the Turkey Yay or the Turkey Yish cannot vibrate it. They can't vibrate. That's why this thing destroyed them over there. We have to, brethren, keep the vibration high.
It's just that simple. Other than that, you will be destroyed just like those that are trying to destroy your planet once again. How many don't understand what I just said? Raise your hands. Be honest. Said, but haven't made sure yet that they want to believe it, and so they're kind of marking time. And I think I might see some more pure hands. You know what I said, but let's try it again. Let's play with this a while. Let's break it down.
It's the light. The concept of light.
You may speak for many. I'm going to try and break it down. I would be not worth my purpose if I gave a lecture and nobody understood it. If you don't believe me, that's okay. But I want you to understand me. We live in a solar system that has a sun. That sun propagates everything on our planet. Most things on our planet that are in sequence with the Creator produce either photosynthesis or in some other way take light and convert it into usable energy. Not harmful X-rays, not anode cathode ray bombardment. You use light. To do so, you darken just like plants darken because you have melanin. That was a gift from the gods to the God being. A way of letting you use higher universal energy without it destroying your physical body and releasing you what you really are anyway, pure spirit, because you're not physical.
Yes. Okay, there's a lot of talk about melanin, but a lot of people, the information is being distorted. See, there is a lot of folks out there with melanin that look just like you and I, but they cannot process it because they do not reach the level, the vibration level to handle this vibration, to handle this frequency. There's so many dark-skinned people out there. You're like, yo, I don't want those people around me. Yo, this dude, this women, I don't want the freaking people around me. Because spirit, melanin is physical, it's in your skin, embedded, but your pure soul, what the mighty one breathe into you is different. He gives you melanin as a gift for you to process this energy. And you don't need a lot of it. You just need enough of it. But most people, they have plenty of this thing. They can do none of that. You got our people out there that will listen to this message and middle finger the video, and then go back out there, low vibration all the way. All right? Because they cannot raise their vibration, they'll be destroyed. That's what that is.
Some of you still may doubt that. You're not physical. That's why you go to sleep each night, to renew that can't be renewed with food or drink. You get out of the body, it charges up, you come back in the body, and you go through another work day. If you doubt it, ask yourself where you're going to go when you go to sleep tonight. And hurry up and get back from there, too. Because other people will be mourning you if you don't watch out. You must come out of that body, which makes you lose consciousness, and that's when the body is renewed. Then,
otherwise, the way it says your body is a giant battery. It's a suit. See, when your soul, your spirit get into your body, and the body have to be healthy for it to properly work. And then at night, this soul leave and the body is repairing. That is why you need your sleep to keep the body repaired. A lot of disease that people having out there can be cured just with sleep. Most of us don't. I will not repeat this because it is something for the people, the members only. We had repeated last night. So let me go ahead and let the doctor go in there. But you need to repair your suit, man. The soul is immortal, but the suit is not so much.
you break your fast in the mornings and proceed on another day. You eat breakfast, all right? Ask yourself tonight, if you're not fearful, trepidous, or so, that when you go to sleep, you want to wake up and find out where you are. Just make that little agreement with yourself tonight, but use caution. You might do it. That's a test to find out how fearless you are. Say, I'm going to wake up tonight, not in some dream stupor and some collage in black and white or color, but I'm going to wake up when I go to sleep tonight and find out who I really am. Does that make sense? How many are confused by that one, too? One person. Yeah, okay. We'll see. The light from this sun maintains all life forms that are of the Creator. That's why the sun is placed in a solar system under the control until the people can emerge and start their own light. Okay?
Until the people can emerge and start their own light. And we are. That's why the mighty one say, it is a small thing for me to make you my servant only and to bring me the house of Jacob. But I will make you into a light into the world. I will make you a light unto the Gentiles also. But he never did say they will accept it. He said, I will give them a chance. We are light unto them. It is because it depends on them fully to come or to stay. All right.
Our sun now is putting out more energy than it has in a very long time. Enough to activate all your DNA patterns in your cells and cause them to try and become entwined and in unison. It's enough energy to do that. Now, they will call it all kinds of names. I'll run through some of the names if necessary. But that's the key thing. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to agitate all those strands and have them to connect again into one melatonin molecule, which can then activate the other cells or the other DNA strands within it and cause you to function on a higher vibrational rate.
Yes.
If the sun was not there to do that, you could not do it on your own, because before, most of us have failed when we tried to do it. The energy was not there. Now the energy is coming back. What you're going to hear, as I say, is about the sun now being too active and how harmful and how radioactive, and people are going to have to stay away from the beaches. You won't have to. And the more you walk in light, it will give you more and more energy.
Yes.
In fact, there'll be times when you won't be able to sleep for 2 and 3 days at a time because the escape of the body in sleep will not be necessary. You will be awake.
There you go. All right, the video is done. You can go ahead and check it. The link is in the description to the moderator in the chart to the moderator. You can put it again for the nation. What he says here, it will come a point. You will get so much energy out of the sun. You will spend 2-3 days. You won't even sleep. You won't feel asleep. You have so much energy. You will get so much done. You will literally stay, you will do a bunch of things. You're like, where the hell this energy is coming from? I don't know. I'm typing, I'm studying, I'm eating, I'm working out, I'm running, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying things. Boy, it's time for the prayer. You gotta go for a prayer. I haven't slept yet. Maybe because I stay up. You will have so much energy, however, but you need to get it from the sun. You need to open the window, let the energy in, let your crystal in there charging at night when you're meditating. You put your hands upon it, and whatever radiation energy that is in there is transferring onto your palm hand. It's transfer because your crystal is nothing but an energy returner. They are a battery. They hold certain things. That's like charging your phone and later on use it. You use the energy that is stored in there to do whatever you want. That is why they told you don't do anything. Don't go in the sun, beloved. I know we talk about privately about sun gazing. There's a proper way you do sun gazing. Okay. Right now, I would not recommend anybody to go out there 1:47 p.m. Eastern time and stare at the sun. Let me close with this. Oops, give me a second. I will see you folks tonight. For the members who will study, we will study tonight. But let me say something concerning the sun. There is a beloved brother. His name is Brother P. Wells. He's on our Patreon. He had informed us that he was sun gazing through a crystal. And he's seen, well, not he seen, he was seen by certain being. And those beings they don't look like us. They were furious when they saw him looking at them. And they could not hurt him though, but they were very threatened when those lizard-like people saw him looking at the fellow. And, he was sun gazing through a crystal. Now, there are proper way to do that, brethren, okay? There are certain people you do not have the heart to handle. If you may not see this being, you may see certain things. You can see certain stuff. It gives you a heart attack because you weren't prepared to do this. Okay. There are certain way. There are spiritual mushrooms. Okay. The brother, he had great knowledge in the spiritual mushroom. That has nothing to do with drug. There's no such thing as psychedelic drug. It's not a drug. You don't take those things to get high and stuff like even the so-called cannabis. That's not what that is. Okay, it's been manipulated. They changed the DNA construct, the chromosome or whatever that thing is in plants. They changed the structure, they co-opted and stuff like that. But anyway, when you are sun gazing, so to speak, it is always best to go early in the morning. Okay, that's what I've been taught by a sister. The message of Sister Maria, the message was given unto her a year ago. She gave it unto me, and I'm passing on to you. I think I already said that before. It's in the morning, early before the sun rise. You wait for the sun to rise. Okay. Once you're looking at the sun, when the sun is about to get rising and stuff, you let the first beam hit you. You let the first beam hit you in the face and all over your body. And you don't gazing don't mean you you because there's only so much your eyes can take. Flashes. Your flashes. A few more flashes, you're good. You're good. And then you pray, then you go home, you do whatever that you need to do. And the afternoon, when the sun is sunset, you can gaze. When the sun is setting, you can gaze at it because it is setting. It gives you a bright orange, especially if you're in California on the Pacific coast. You can stare at it, but don't stare at it just to admire the beauty. You have to come up and say, I'm here to receive whatever the mighty one have for me, whatever transmission, whatever positive stuff, I'm here to receive it. And daily you have to spend time outside, brethren. Get out of the AC, go outside, spend some time. Whether it's in the sun or not, spend some time outside. Take a walk. Whether it's the day, whether it's the night, sometime outside. There's a reason why your TV is not outside. There's a reason why there is not a giant freaking screen in the sky. It's inside your house because they want you to stay inside. Remember, there's a reason why you spent 9 months inside of something, then you get out of it forever. When we do our research, we find out that in ancient time, people only stay inside of their home when they're gonna go to sleep. That's it. The moment they wake up, they out all day. The moment the sun go down, they go inside. They only use their home to sleep. They don't even cook inside. Again, I'm not telling people, oh, it's bad to cook inside. That's not what that is. All I'm saying, beloved, they spent 90% or 99% of the time outside because the radiation, the sun, life is outside. Now for the moon, I will close with this. We will have a full moon. The new moon is coming on the 20th, February the 20th, and on President's Day. The new moon will be on the 7th, on the Tuesday, March. And on March the 6th, we will have the gates of Helios will open, the gates of 1,000 suns. Okay, so do your moon bathing, do your thing, meditate, brethren, pray, ask the mighty one, I'm here, I'm excited. What do you have for me? What kind of mission you have for me? Again, like we said before, beloved, at one point, we will evolve beyond what you're seeing here. At one point, we will move so well. We already move so fast, but at one point, we will move so fast, brethren. This thing right here that you're seeing, this screen, this internet, we won't need it anymore. And if you cannot vibrate and see us in whatever plane that we are going to communicate or whatever technology that we're going to receive from the higher up, let me say this again. Sensei and the other masters receive message that especially the Madimites, they are waiting on us because they are transcending to another level and we have to take their place. And then the one that come after us going to take all our place and then we're moving. It's a line. They already sent the message and said they're ready for us, they're waiting on us. The moment you're ready, come see them, they will give unto you whatever. The so-called Atlanteans said you are already awakened. You're just not fully matured enough. You're born, you got out of the matrix, you already call, you already know how to stand. Now you're taking baby steps. When you start balancing your body and then you can walk and stuff like that, then they're gonna come and get you and teach you. Then you are able to teach. But if you refuse to get out of that matrix or matrice, there's gonna be an issue. Beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. I will see you tonight for the members. We are going to study. Again, last night we had a great time. This time we'll have a greater one. Beloved, please join us. If you're a member, all the members, if you're members, join us for our studies. And if you're not a member, if you are seeking knowledge, we'll highly recommend you join us because that's the way that we are ordered to do this. I wish I could have continued to do these things just like I'm doing now, but that's not what that is. Okay, we are ordered to do this thing together, the one that are awake. If you're not awake, you don't want to join, you don't want to know anything about magic, it's on you. Beloved, peace, fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. We are in our 15 days of fast. We got 25 more days to go. Selah, so be it. Whatever that you sow, hey, so a true reaping, sir. Study to show thyself approve. Don't wait on people. Don't chase the world. Let the world chase you.